Oh well, hello everyone, welcome back to some American Truck Sim. It's nighttime and I am so not here for that. But we'll figure it out. Also, do you see our poor trailer? There's two of them. We know how I feel about this, but I was gonna take a trip. We have the Missouri DLC, which is exciting. Where am I supposed to get out? Maybe I go over here. Weird. I think I gotta turn around. Oh god, we're gonna hit a forklift right away. I was looking at going from St. Louis to Lufkin, I think, and then I realized that for that trip, is this right? I think this is right. For that trip, I would only make $1,000, and like, if you know, you know, and we need more money than that to cover our expenses. So instead we're going to Idabel, Oklahoma, and I think it's paint that we have, and we're gonna make 16k, I think. So, well, I mean, theoretically we could make 16k. Realistically, we probably won't, but you know, we gotta try. We gotta do our best. I'm just excited. We are in a new state. I now have all the DLC again. All the location DLC. I certainly have not, because I still don't own my own vehicle, right? So, you know, we don't have the other stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, so welcome. It's been a couple weeks, I would say, since I recorded, but life be lifin'. We just had Wedding 2.0, which honestly, the heck? Why did it tell me to go this way? Weird. Which honestly feels more like a wedding. Map's going crazy than the first one did, because like I actually wore the dress that I like bought to get married in. The dress that I wore on like our like quick like let's get married because we have to get married within 90 days, even though technically we did get married within 90 days, but it was cutting it close because we had to get married by April 22nd and we got married on April 19th. So like we would just want to make sure like everything was good to go beforehand, but like it felt so much more like a wedding. I had my really good friend who I've known forever there, and her hubby very kindly offered to play music, so he like played music for me coming down the aisle. Couldn't hear the music. Azurite turned around. I was like, oh, okay, we're getting married. Oh, good thing I haven't gone because there's police there. Oh shoot, still can't go. But no, it was really nice. Like I said, I had friends and family here. Got to wear my pretty dress. I can talk about it now. It's white and it had embroidered flowers all over it. Of course I would. Hello? Can I not go? Hello? Jeez, what the heck? That took forever. If I get a ticket because I couldn't get through this light, I'm not gonna be okay. Okay, that was weird. I had to turn on the like the you need extra power to get through this intersection or to get moving thing. Okay, weird. Anyways, we're going now. But yeah, no, it was really lovely. I had beautiful trays. My hair was pretty. Azurite's mom did it for me. She put curls in it, which was amazing. The day before, we went to this place that we have affectionately dubbed the potato coma place, where you go there and you eat a bunch of potatoes and then you're like, I need to sleep. Good thing that was blocked off because I was going to try to go down there. And then we just had like a chill Friday night, and then Saturday morning I like had a chill morning getting ready. Azurite took the littles to the hotel that my mom and her boyfriend were staying at because there was a pool there and they were really excited to swim. And so I ended up not seeing him until the ceremony because he's like, I don't want to see you until the ceremony, which I thought was kind of cute, even though I'm like, babe, like we're already married. I've already seen this morning. He's like, no. And oh my goodness, I don't think I talked about this because I think this happened after I recorded the last couple batches. Last batch. So Azure got me a beautiful engagement ring when we got engaged. It's emerald in the middle with diamonds on the side. I love green, and he's like, perfect, I'll get you green, because he knew I wanted a unique ring, like not just like here's a diamond. because you know it's expected. No, he got me like an emerald ring, absolutely beautiful. And then the band that I had that went with it just had like a row of diamonds, and they fit together nicely. Well, this poor ring, when I was out working my summer job, my hand got a little bit crushed, so the ring got crushed. So first I had to resize it, which was pricey, because they're like, well, you didn't buy this from us, so therefore it's like 3 times the price, whatever. And then I had to get it fixed after it got bent out of shape. And then when I was down here, one of the diamonds fell out of the prongs, and so Azurite took it in for like Christmas. He got it repaired, and it took like forever, and we just got it back in time for the other wedding, like literally a couple days. And then like a week before this wedding, I like look down and the emerald's just gone. It has fallen out. Like they clearly didn't, I know that they were just fixing the prongs on the diamond, but they literally had this thing for like 6 weeks, so you'd think they would have made sure that all the prongs were okay. So emerald's just gone. And so obviously I was upset, and I was like, it's okay, like at least I have my wedding band now, like it's fine. And then a couple days before the wedding, I realized, oh my goodness, we got a professional photographer and they're gonna want ring pictures, and I would have like an engagement ring. And so the day before the wedding, we picked up Adela, who's one of my mods and someone that Azurite has known since they were 15. She came out to support us in the wedding, which I thought was so lovely. Oh my god, that's really close. And we went to Walmart because she needed to pick up a few things. I'm like, I need to get a ring. And oh shoot, okay. And Azurite was like, oh, looking here at like the ones in like the lock case that like are, you know, kind of expensive and stuff, like $200, $300, $400, whatever. And I was like, no, I don't need something that fancy. And so I went to like the costume jewelry section, and I got I have to remember they've got 2 trailers because it's harder to slow down. And I just picked up like a $15 ring, and it was like a pear shape, or and like it looked good, like it matched really well. The band looked perfect, so I was like, heck yeah, we got this covered. And at the first wedding, when we got married, I'd moved my engagement ring to my right hand so that you could put the band on my left hand proper, and then I would put the engagement ring back afterwards. And he was like, where's your ring? I'm like, oh, it's over here. I'm like, that's how you do it. He's like, oh, okay. So then same at this wedding, I moved my $15 Walmart engagement ring. Honestly, I ain't picky. It was pretty. It was shiny. I liked it. It was a little big though. At night when I was trying to sleep, I'm like, this thing's so large. But anyways, and so so I'm like, we got the ring thing down pat, you know. And when it comes time, he like grabs my other hand. I'm like, no, like it's the engagement ring. No, like you're not supposed to touch this. And he's like, just give it to me. And then he slides on a new engagement ring that he was like picking out day of the wedding, because he forgot what my size was. And then I got a new band too. So I got like a full, I don't know if you can see it, but I got a full new stack. And it's very pretty. It's very pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, it feels so much more sturdy than the first one. And he was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm like, but what if I break another one? It's like, I feel awful. And he's like, if you break another one, it's not intentional. We'll just get you another one. Like, it's so fine. But like, I feel awful. Not as awful as I felt the first time I broke it and the diamond went missing. I was in hysterics. And I feel like I did a lot better when the emerald disappeared, because I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this one feels a lot more sturdy. So I think we won't have an issue with it, and I won't have to like panic and like check all the time. Like, is it broken? Are you a cop? Rolla discovered. I don't know if that's a cop. I think that is a cop. Therefore, I'm gonna just slow down a little bit. But yeah, so I was like, are you kidding me? We've screwed up the ring thing again. But anyways, we didn't screw it up. So it was quite nice. We got married down by the water. And between the time that we picked it, which was literally a week before the wedding, we were really last minute. I was stressed. Between the time when we picked it and the time that we got married, a bunch, like, because it's spring, right? So a bunch more green had come to the area, and it was just so pretty. Next week, I think we're getting back our photos, so I'm really excited. I'll try to remember to, like, at some point, maybe not this one, but on an American Truck Sim video, just like throw some random pictures. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. I feel married this time. Like, I didn't feel like myself. My hair looked good, but it wasn't me. my dress looked fine, but it wasn't me, you know. It was just like, okay, we're doing this because we have to. So this one felt so much better. That little chump cried when I was coming down the aisle, except it's so funny. So I'm a sympathetic crier, okay? I'm sure other people can relate to this. I'm a sympathetic crier, and so if I see somebody crying, I then cry. And Azurite is like, if I see somebody crying, then I need to take care of them. So anytime he's like gonna cry, like, so when he saw me like coming down the aisle and he started crying, and then I cried, and then he's like, gotta get together, gotta take care of Keeper. So, but yeah, but no, it was nice. We had a good visit. We played a couple board games. We got Catan, which I haven't played for many years, and it was a lot of fun. That's not, I don't think that's Cop. And just other like random games. Picked up some books this week. I picked up 2 graphic novels, one called The Moth Keeper, which I love the art. I love indie. If you didn't know, because I do love a lot of indie games, I also love a lot of indie graphic novels and comics and stuff, like the Flight anthologies. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're so good. I don't think they've published one for a while. Mouse, De Gratias, which, like, why are you reading so many graphic novels about genocide's Keeper? But anyways, but like just so many good ones. There's also Kanto, which Azurite and I have been reading about, like a robot and like hearts and time. It's oh, it's so cute. Anyway, so The Moth Keeper is one of those, and then I found one called Myth Makers, and it's about the friendship of C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien. And like, I love Lord of the Rings. In case you didn't know, I love Lord of the Rings, and I haven't read all of Narnia, but like I want to get through the whole story. I don't know if I still have it, but I did have like the huge chunky one that had all of them. So anyways, I want to read that graphic novel because I think it'll be interesting. Maybe this guy will move faster if I get up close behind him. He's not going to, but we should be able to serpentine. But yeah, no, so I'm excited about that. I also got the first Percy Jackson book. I have it digitally and I have it in audiobook form. But I picked up a hardcover because I this summer I want to do some reading with the littles, like, so ooh, Springfield. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. As someone who like really enjoys reading, like when I was their age, I was like coming home from school and reading full novels and stuff. So like I want to try to foster a love of reading. Like they like reading books. So like it's so interesting because like growing up, part of my nighttime routine was reading a book before bed, and same with like my cousins, and not so much for them. So on days when I don't stream, I will read a book to them before bed. And you know, they take turns picking them, and they really enjoy it, right? So I'm hoping that like this summer we can do that. I'm just like, I think Percy Jackson is such a fantastic book, especially for like anybody who might have learning disabilities. So anyways, yeah, I'm excited about that. We also picked up some Lorcana cards, which is like the Disney Magic type game. I've never played it. I still have yet to play it, but I opened up a ton of cards the other day, and that was a lot of fun. Because I like to do blind box openings, right? Like I'm like, yeah, blind box, yeah, give me things, like let me open them, and then I'm like, okay, cool, like I can give away the things that I get in them. I just want to do the opening, and so it works really well because Azurite likes Lorcana, and he likes the art, and he likes looking at the cards and stuff, and so we're a great team because he doesn't care too much about actually physically opening them. Whereas I'm like, yeah, let me open it. I want to reveal. So yeah, I should probably get the Pokemon. Oh no. Card game. Are you kidding me? There was no blinker, or I would have just kept going straight. I mean, in all fairness, they're probably scared of me. Hey, we're halfway through. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, lemon on a pear. Tumblr has ruined me. There's a few things that like I always Tumblr quote. That's one of them. And now my mind's going blank on the other ones, but like it's fine. Tumblr is actually the reason that I ended up watching Supernatural, just like, it's such like a weird, like iconic phase in my life. I like heard about Supernatural before, but the Supernatural memes were unparalleled on Tumblr, right? And so I was like, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. And I saw enough of them that finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch Supernatural. And I distinctly remember watching Supernatural on my computer and like building Lego. I go to Toys R Us and I bought like 5 sets of Lego, and the person's like, did you want a gift receipt? I'm like, no, these are for me. And they were like, whatever, I'm an adult and I can make poor financial choices on my own. So there was that. And then there was another, and then if I wasn't doing that, I was playing Minecraft on my iPad. And like, that was the time playing Minecraft on my iPad, because it was just like, it was so good. I'm so sad though, because like I lost my settlement, and then I was like, hey, we'll build again, but it was never the same, you know? I got too far away. I couldn't get back to it. I have Minecraft though now on my computer. I just don't play it as much as maybe I could. But like, time, guys, time. There's just like, it's just so much to do, so much to see. Honestly, we're trying to work through our backlog on Steam, and it's so hard because I get new games and I'm so grateful to have those new games. But they like really make me fight for my life on my completion rate. My completion rate on Steam is 41%, which honestly, I think that's pretty good that we're that close to 50%. But I'm hoping to go through and I'm hoping to complete some games here shortly and increase that. I just played this game. I actually played this game on stream. It's a game I got for free. It's called The Electrifying Instant, a monster mini expedition, I think. And it's like a Sokoban where you're like a little robot and you have to deal with electricity and like opening up doors and stuff. It is so cute. I played on stream. I loved it so much. I downloaded my Steam Deck. I played it on my Steam Deck. And then I also just played it again to record it for YouTube. I don't know when that'll be up. Probably soon. Such a good game. Highly recommend. Full paid by my employer. Let's go. Again, see, that's something that if I was doing this on my own, I would have to pay for. But I think we've been doing pretty good. We only have hit one thing, I think, so far. So like, honestly, for not driving for a bit, barring that thing where I couldn't get my truck going up the hill, overall, I think we're doing all right. We are speeding though. So, and we're like 13 over. So this could be a problem if policia show up. We'll see. Oh shoot. Speaking of the devil, don't mind me. I'm swerving, but I'm good. I'm swerving, but I'm good. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the people that came down from Canada end up driving from Canada, and like, it is a long drive. Some people, some of them split it up into 2 days for sure. But yeah, it was crazy. But like I said, it was a really good weekend. It was exhausting though, because we had one person staying with us, which was obviously like totally fine and not an issue. But like, by the time you get to, dang, we had a toll and then we immediately had another toll. You know, Will Rogers Turnpike, you're not welcome. Anyway, oh, Tulsa, that's what we got to head to. Friday night, we all went out for dinner. And then my mom and her boyfriend were a little bit later, so they came over after and we fed them. And then Saturday was like pretty busy, and then we went out for dinner, and then the littles went to their mom's, and then we, oh dear. And then we had everybody back to the house and we hung out for a while. And then we were gonna play Catan, but we never did. So we ended up just like vibing that night with our house guest. And the next day we had brunch in the morning. And like, I was cooking. My friend who came down, we used to work in like resorts and kitchens together and stuff. Resorts and other kitchens. And so like, we know how to, like, we used to do breakfast together. So like, we were breakfast crew. So we know how to like cook together quite well. And so she was like, I'll help you. So, you know, that was good. And brunch was really good. And then they left. And then my mom and her boyfriend were here for another night. And we did some running around that day. And got more Lorcana cards. That's when we got the books. We went to Barnes & Noble. Guys, I've opened up my first rewards account thing in the States, and it was Barnes & Noble. There was like, honestly, okay, like I haven't read for a while. I've been doing audiobooks, which I do understand is reading. But I haven't like read in a while, like sit down with a book. And I've been trying. I think We Hunt the Stars, I think, is the book that I'm reading. I will never remember to put on the screen. That's a cob. Shoot, we're going like really far over the speed limit. And I'm enjoying it. I just can't tell if I'm struggling with it because my attention span, or if like the book's not quite right. It's got a lot of like, it's Arabic influenced, and so it's got like a lot of words that I'm like, this is not a word that I'm used to, and that kind of stuff. Of course he would stay in front of me. So I think that's part of what my troubles are. But I also think it's just my lack of attention span. In good news, I almost have my craft section set up. I just kind of threw everything I haven't unpacked into my craft section, but I'm hoping this week, okay, there we go. I can get back into setting that up. And then when I sew and stuff, I can listen to audiobooks or watch shows. I've been watching, oh dear. We're hitting the side. And the horn, the iconic turning left horn, or turning with, turning right. I guess maybe it's turning right. The iconic just turning button. I've been watching Madame Secretary, and I'm so sad that it is leaving Netflix in like 5 weeks, because I'm like, or 3 weeks. Oh my god, 3 weeks. I think it leaves the same day Elderwoods comes out for Palia, which I'm very jazzed about. So I'm like, I don't have time to watch that, but like that's what I love doing. Like either like watching a show or like listening to an audiobook when I'm like sewing or whatnot. And so I want to get that area set up. I think I'm gonna, so like right now I have like a little like folding table. It's like a bay window. I think I showed a picture of it on a recent part, but it's like a bay window. And so there's so much light and stuff. So I have like a square table in there right now, like a folding table, which works fine. But I think eventually my plan would be, because like we're going to be here for a while in this house, but we are renting it. So I think my plan would be to like maybe get like 2 drawer pieces and then 2 bookshelves, and then use those as the base, and then get like a butcher block counter type vibe. Shoot. I'll slow down again. Butcher block countertop vibe, and then just like cut it to size to go into that section. And then if I do that, then we'd have like a nice surface to work on. And then I think I would use the bookshelves to hold my machines, like my Cricut, my sewing machine, my embroidery machine, and my serger. I found someone in my life down here who knows how to use a serger. We were at dinner after the wedding, and I was like, wait, do you know how to use a serger? Because she said if one of the littles who's getting into sewing, she was saying that one of the littles getting into sewing, and she's like she would teach her, but then her sewing machine stopped working. And so I'm like, yeah, well, if she gets good at the better at the hand stitching, because and I get it, because I was like this when my mom tried to teach me how to embroider at like 9. My embroidery stitches were like this long, because like I wanted the final product, but I didn't want to do the work. So like I get it, and like I've explained to her, like I totally get it, but I'm like, using a sewing machine can be very intense. So like you need to slow down. You need to get used to using to like the process of sewing, because like honestly, even still, like when I sew, especially, I don't have a frog, but like when I make little frogs, I still have to hand stitch a fair amount of it, right? So but yeah, so anyways, but the girl's grandma knows how to use a serger. I have a serger that I don't know if it works or not. I should try it out soon, but I need to get that area cleaned up. But like my ideal situation would be like 2 bookshelves. It's like 2 drawers, so we have storage. I'm thinking like I would say like the Alexa IKEA drawers, but like a dupe for those, because obviously they're gonna be cheaper. We got like a Calyx. We got like 2 Calyx units for the living room from Walmart. They're like Better Home, and like they look just the same. And because we have like, oh no, Azurite ordered one, I ordered the other, but because he has like, we have like a Walmart delivery thingy for groceries and stuff, so like free delivery for him. I think I had to pay for mine, but like it's fine. And then yeah, so like I think like 2 Alexis drawers or similar, like kind of like at the front, because the thing's at an angle like that, and then 2 bookshelves behind. and I think that could work well. It would support it well. We just have to like level it, obviously, potentially. I just have to make sure the height is right, because I would want I sew at my desk. It could probably be like a couple inches higher and I wouldn't have an issue. And honestly, when I embroider, it'd be nice to have it a little bit higher, or cross stitch, because sometimes I'm like, hey, what time's dinner? But yeah, so like I'm pretty, I guess my lights are still on, maybe they're off now. But yeah, I'm really excited to get that area set up so then I can just like go there and vibe. I've got like a bunch of embroidery things that I made that are hooped and they're like glued in and finished. And there's like thick frames, so I think I'll like around the window, so I think I'll like glue them to there. I've got some vines that I used to have on this thing before the move, so I think I might put the vines maybe in that section. I don't know. I'm already fighting a spider for supremacy in that section. Dang, these toll roads ain't no joke. So like I don't know if like putting vines up there is a good idea. But we shall see. But yeah, no, I'm just like, it feels good now. I don't feel stressed. Next thing we gotta do is my adjustment of status, which I think we'll probably start working on next week. Because this week, oh my goodness, yeah. So, guys, I got super distracted. Are you shocked? So by the time Monday rolled around, which was when our house guest was leaving, everybody else had left at that point. By the time we were bringing her to by the time we were driving her to the airport, I was like, listen, I love you and no offense, but I am so glad you were leaving. The littles ended up not going to school on Monday because one of the morning was like, I'm really tired. Like, do I have to go to school? And Ezra was like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. And we just all stayed in bed on Friday or on Monday, and on Tuesday, I didn't do much either. I think I jumped onto Palia for like a brief couple seconds to play to garden, but that was it. And I read a bit and I cross-stitched a bit, but it was just like, it was a down day, like just still recovering. And we haven't been to the gym this week. We were supposed to go on Tuesday, but we were like, nah, let's sleep. And then we were supposed to go today, which is Thursday, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. Except I'm like so excited because I got my new Pop Flex skirt. So like it's like a sapphire blue and I'm so excited for it. But you know, it's been that time of the month and I'm just so unmotivated to move my body. We went swimming on Sunday, so like that counts, right? So I'm hoping next week we'll kind of get everything reset. Honestly though, like we cleaned up the house really good before our guests showed up, obviously. You want to do that, and we stayed on top of like any like cooking or stuff. We did eat out a lot, obviously, but we stayed up on top of like the general like cleaning as we go. So like really and truly we only had laundry to do from the bed sheets and stuff when Adela left, and like to run the dishwasher like maybe twice. So like it wasn't bad at all, which was like so nice because like I am so used to like staying at people's houses and stuff and then being like, I'm like, I better strip oh shoot, and then being like, I need to strip the bed so that it's, oh my god, there's a train there, guys. I like need to strip the bed and stuff so like everybody's, you know, good, and like because I don't want to be a burden or an inconvenience. That's like my big thing. All right, I forgot that I'm a lady. There we go. It's so funny because I was like, I heard the horn and I'm like, that's weird because other vehicles don't normally honk at you. Because it was a whole on train. But like, honestly, considering I drove straight into that, that's not bad. Where's the thing? Oh, is it probably hidden here? Okay, there it is. I see it. I drive too fast. Like I took a like 9.5 hour trip and we still got here in less than half an hour. I think we're going down this way. But yeah, that's the catch up from the weekend. It was great. It was fantastic. I feel like I'm still tired. I also didn't do a great job of drinking water the whole weekend. But you know what? It is what it is. I think we did pretty good. We took very little damage. Excellent. It was paint. I was right. St. Louis to Idabel. That was good. We made, how much money did we make? 11,000. I thought it was 16,000. It's not because I crashed a lot, it's because I read it wrong. But heck yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe because we have American Truck Sim every Monday. So if it's your jam, I just ramble, as you saw, get distracted, circle back, ramble some more. On the weekend, we have demo playthroughs. I was gonna say demo checkouts, but not quite the word. Demo playthroughs. And then Tuesday, Thursday, we have full game playthroughs. And then shorts every day, as long as I don't forget to upload them. Thank you so much for watching. My instant gaming affiliate link will be down below if you want to save on this game and some of the DLC. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.